pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days.
Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Chicago Bears.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Throwing right away is Williams.
And his first pass is incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. And that'll bring up second down.
You look at this Packers defense.
They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
Here's Williams. He'll try and do this himself. And not enough on the throw that time, as that one is incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Brown throwing to start the drive. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Brown.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
They'll let this go for the end zone.
And it'll be intercepted.
And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown out a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
At the 20-yard line.
To throw, it's Williams. That's complete. Luther Burden.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. first quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Looking to throw is Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And he will have the Bears first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. The Bears at 3-5, 2 games under 500. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. You look at this Packers defense.
It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
They'll go play action here with Williams. That's downfield. He's got Loveland.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On first down, Gonzalez. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 44-yard line, here's a second down and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gonzalez. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
To the air, Williams.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at about the 14. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Operating from the gun, Brown. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That one caught by all, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a third and long. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run, and of course, get to the quarterback.
From the gun on third down, Brown. Look at the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. We're scoreless after one. Second and 10. Back to throw. Brown. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Back to throw again. That's to Golden. He's got it right side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. They'll look to throw again. That's to his tight end all. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Packers post the first points in the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. So with a missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Up the middle they go. It's Gonzalez. Able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gonzalez. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Gonzalez. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
To throw, Williams.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Throwing is Williams.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Packers will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Brown now, throwing to start the drive.
Chase Young
In there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
If you rank 1 from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, 1 from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league. Here's Brown to throw from his end zone.
That's going to be caught downfield by Reed. Across midfield. He's on his way.
Touchdown, Packers.
Jaden Reed,
98 yards.
and the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13.
Bears nothing.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On play action, here's Williams. He'll try to pick it up himself.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. And they call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 88 yards. And the Packers are able to widen their advantage. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
He's got this complete to Burden. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Gonzalez. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. There's a short one caught by Logan. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the gun, here's Williams. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll go. Here's Williams. He'll try to do it himself. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Brown. He's going to float this one deep right side.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this was a little bit of the knockout of coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration could wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the markers. They'll stop him well short of the yellow line.
On now is Ty Zentner to punt.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
I'm going to go and date myself one more time because I'm going to call a little Smokey and the Bandit Lair. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Throwing to start the drive. Brown.
That's taken in by Golden.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll make it second down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. 2nd and 6. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Jaden Reed.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Packers are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
The point after is good. And the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole? Setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
And that is incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Touchdown! Preston Loveland as the first half is winding down.
And the Bears are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, you're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to throw. Brown.
Now this aired out deep for Reed.
It's caught at the 10. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. That false start costly. Moves him back to the 9 now, 1st and goal. A final shot before break. Brown. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. A final shot before break. Brown. And this is going to be intercepted.
And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard
line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
At the 48-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Packers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Gonzalez. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Williams looking to do it himself. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Brown. And that will be incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Here's Williams. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well.